Yeah, let's like for you first of all to talk about the excitement that you and your teammates have, not only going into this game, but what this game means because of the inner city rivalry.
Yeah, this is my going on my 5th year here being with this rivalry. I obviously know it's at stake, trying to teach my younger teammates the tradition and everything that goes along into this game. Obviously, we hate those guys across town. There's a bitter feeling with those guys, but at the end of the day, we have to come out here and play Bruin football, execute on our side of the ball, and make sure we're doing everything we can to go out there and win on Saturday. So.
But you know, there's an equal amount of hate on the other side towards you guys.
Of course. We know that as well. But again, we're focused on us. We're focused on what we got going on in Westwood, and trying to do everything we can to win the game. So.
How much do you want to replicate what you did last year at the Coliseum at the Rose Bowl?
We want to be even better. We want to break 60 and all that stuff. So, like I said, we're trying to improve on everything we've done this year, and trying to maximize our game that way. So.
It's also might be your final home game. Have you thought about the emotions you might have before the game and during the game?
Yeah, I'm obviously trying to stay as level-headed and calm as possible. But obviously, I know the emotions that are going to come with it. It's senior night for me, so getting to have my family out there out on the field with me, and just like I said, just getting to enjoy this moment and being where I'm at right now, and feeling the blessings that come along with it. So.
Dorian, throughout the season, you haven't been shy about the chip you have on your shoulder, reading the bulletin board material and taking that personally. So I guess when did you realize it was a good thing to fuel your competitive fire, and how do you carry that into this one?
Yeah, I feel like I've always had that. I've always, felt the need to express that. Maybe with the spotlight we've gotten this year, that it's kind of been amplified a little bit. But I think I've always been me. I've always been like this, and I'm gonna continue to grow in every way I can, and trying to improve in every way I can. So.
And the fire in your belly this week, is it just a little bit hotter?
Yeah, you could say that. You could say that for sure. Like I said, there's definitely a bitter feeling towards those guys across the town. So we're going to try and do everything we can to go out there and win on Saturday.
Dorian, just looking back on the 5 years, because this is likely your last home game at the Rose Bowl, can you just think about how much progress you've made and this program has from where it started under Chip to where it is now? Yeah,
for sure. I think the proof is in the pudding. And the work that we put in, and the success that we've had this year in comparison to other years. But we're by no means where we want to be. Obviously, last game was very much a disappointment, and so trying to improve on that and make sure we're cleaning up those details that we missed last game, and trying to improve on them, and making sure we're doing everything we can to get them corrected this week. So.
Have you met Caleb Williams?
I have. We actually go to the same massages and get treatment down in Encino. So.
This is the first time in the history of the rivalry that's been a black quarterback from each team, which is pretty unique. What does that mean to you?
It's always cool and definitely a blessing as an African-American male to play this position. But to definitely have two in a big game, playing both high-level football is definitely special. I'm proud of him just as much as he probably is proud of me. But at the end of the day, it's me versus him, and it's just UCLA versus UCLA this week. So, like I said, we're going to go out there and try and win this game as best we can. So.
Year 1 to year 5, how do you look back on young DTR and see yourself having grown coming into this week?
Oh yeah, I know that little kid when he first got here, that 18-year-old kid would be very much proud of this 23-year-old standing here today for you. But it's been such a ride. Like I said, from when I first got here to this being almost my last home game here. It's been special. Just all the memories, all the brotherhoods that I've made throughout the years. There's so many lifelong friends that are still out there, and as well as some that are here. So, I just couldn't be more thankful for where I'm at and all the trials and tribulations that I went through for sure.
Since you're so brutally honest, when does the trash talking start, or has it already started?
No, that'll definitely start on Saturday. We're focused on us right now, but when we see each other face to face, there's going to be some words and some actions being thrown across. So
there's a lot of transfers on this team.
Yep.
Both teams really. Do you get a sense that those guys, you guys got guys from like Harvard and Duke. Those guys have the same fire and juice for the rivalry that the guys who came out of high school do?
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, the way Coach Kelly recruits, he brings in guys that are hungry, guys that want to play football, And so, like I said, this isn't just any old football game, but it's another opportunity to go play. And I think guys are just hungry to go play. Like I said, we have a bad taste in our mouth from last game. So just trying to improve on that and make sure we're coming out every day so we don't feel the disappointment of last week. So,
how much more has a rivalry gotten intense for you over the years since you've been here, and why?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think just like anything, experience, getting to go through it again and again. You want more of it. Obviously, we've been a little rocky at times with the consistency and staying with it in the games in previous years. So I think last year was a really good year for us going against them and trying to improve on that and not trying to go backwards. Like I said, we've been improving every year, so just trying to keep the train rolling.
What's it been like? It seems like all 4 games since you've been here with this rivalry have been unique, especially the one 2 years ago when there were no fans.
Yeah.
The one in 2018, how much did you think that put you guys kind of back on the map in terms of progress and everything?
Yeah, for sure. I started that game, but I didn't play. Wilton got the reins that game, but just to see the atmosphere, that was my first experience with the game ever live in person. And I think it's not only the team, but it's helped me a bunch just going through those type of experiences, being in those type of big games, seeing how Wilton led that team that year. It's helped me a bunch and being able to go back and watch that game. So I think overall just the experiences from all the years have helped us so much going into this one.
I think you said on Saturday that you want to get back to that winning feeling.
Yep.
So what does winning feel like to you?
Yeah, obviously for me it's seeing everybody's smiles in the locker room and feeling the juice and energy when you come out on a Sunday and a Monday because you won and you get to go through it and get a positive outlook on it. Obviously when you lose it's not always happy and everything like that. So I think that's just what it is. It's, you get to feel like a winner, and feeling like a winner is just, you're in a positive mindset and, you did your job well enough to win the game. So
then what was the vibe of practice today then?
Yeah, for sure. It was, I was about to say, probably one of the better Mondays we've had this year. Obviously the level of intensity and juice has always been there and is always going to be the standard. But in terms of the level of detail, making sure that we're locked in on all phases of the game, and nobody's taking a rep off at practice, and nobody's taking a rep off in the meeting room and treatment, going and getting a meal throughout the day and make sure we're doing every little thing possible to put us in the best position on Saturday. So,
when you were recruited here, could you imagine having as many records leaving here that you did, because you surpassed Cade last week for most starts here?
Yeah, definitely not. That was definitely not one of my plans or goals coming in here as a freshman. I was always trying to do my best just to win ball games and do my time here and try and get to the next level. But obviously being here, going through the experiences I've had, learning a lot about myself as well as this team, I want a lot more than that. It's a lot bigger than me. It's a lot bigger than my teammates and the staff. It's for this program and trying to put this place back on the national spotlight and give the UCLA football brand a different meaning than what it's had in the past.
Do you kind of feel like most things are still in front of you? I mean, tough loss last Saturday, but still, if you guys went out, there's a shot of getting to the conference title.
Yeah, I think we're far from worried about that now. We're focused on us, getting back to the basics, the fundamentals. Stop worrying about everybody else and what everybody else has to say about us. We got to get back to the nitty-gritty of it and what we do on a week-to-week basis, a day-to-day basis, and getting back to the fundamentals of it and reverting back to our habits for sure.
Cade was at the game Saturday. Have you had a chance to meet him and talk to him at all?
I have gotten a chance to meet Cade. I haven't got a chance to sit down and talk to him a bunch. Tope did a speech on him here after one of for our scout team player of the week. So learned a lot about Cade and know a lot about his history and past and seen him play here. But I haven't gotten a chance to speak to him much.
Who was the guy who gave the speech?
Chase Artopius.
Okay.
Yep.
Anything that he said stood out to you?
That's a good question. I think that he beat SC. I think that's exactly. So I think that's the biggest part right there.
That's the only thing that you can repeat.
Exactly, for sure.
When they beat you guys in the COVID year, it looked like there might have been some trash talking from their end coming off the field. Do you remember that at all?
Oh yeah, remember it clear as day. cussing at us, flipping us off, and it's disrespectful as you can get. So, you know, I mean, we got to go out there on Saturday and do the best we can to win this game. So we know what's at stake, and we know what it means to our fans in this community. We got to go out there and win this game.
So just double checking, you will do Senior Day festivities on Saturday?
Yes,
I
I
know
will.
You did last year.
Yeah, I will. I would definitely be out there with the rest of my senior teammates and the guys that I came in here with, and yeah, for sure. I'm definitely going to celebrate this one and enjoy this one as much as I can. So.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Go
Good
Bruins.
luck.
Look at you, got the smile on your face.
Yeah.
You look like you're ready to go.
Gotta love every
the end
day.
of the week.
Oh yeah, gotta love every day.
We're talking to some of your teammates. We're talking about this love-hate relationship that these two schools have. You know a lot of people on that team.
Yeah.
And so there's going to be some trash talking, won't there?
Yeah, you know, in the trenches, you kind of just focus on playing with your pads, nothing else.
How many of the people on over at SC do you know?
Coming from Wisconsin, I don't know anybody personally. I mean, I've played against these guys for 5 years now. So, you know, like you said, it's always a pretty intense rivalry, and, like, it's always fun out there. But I don't know anybody personally, kind of just focus on the game plan.
When you got here, what's like the first thing that your teammates tried to impress on you about this rivalry?
You know, like, the history of it. You know, there's been a lot of big games, a lot of great players have played in this game, and, you know, there's a lot of pride that comes with the game, and it's all about the bell. And I think the biggest thing now is just focusing on handling one day at a time, because that's how we go and have our best game on Saturday.
How many times have you rung the bell since you got it back? You ever like to just go over there and ring it and have a little fun?
Yeah, we had it Thanksgiving dinner right after the game, and it's a great feeling. And then we had it in the lobby, so I did that a couple of times. So, yeah.
The dinner, you had it at somebody's house, or did it?
No. It's a great experience though, for sure.
John, it's easy to say every Saturday is of the utmost importance, but this week, how do you wake up with a little extra sauce?
Honestly, the biggest thing for me is it's senior night, so my whole family's coming out. So that's what's giving me energy, and I'm just excited to be able to play in front of them.
The
Is your
leader,
dad-
the
Go ahead.
leader that you've seen Dorian evolve into over the course of his career, and the poise he's showing now in this season, what have you seen from him?
Yeah, confidence, point blank period. You know, he has confidence every single day coming out to practice, and then carries that to game day. So that's confidence throughout us as an offensive unit, through us in the team.
Has your dad been to a game yet?
No, this is the first game
This
he's
is
coming
it.
to. So yeah,
So
I'm really
this has
excited.
a lot of extra meaning.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm so excited to play in front of him and the rest of my family.
How's he doing in his recovery?
He's doing well. So this is the first time he just got cleared to travel this month. So it'd be great to be able to see him for senior night.
What's something that you wish more people knew about being an offensive lineman?
How fun it is. You know, there's 5 of us, and like how together you have to be as a unit. I think that's the biggest thing. You know, there's more of us than anybody else on the field. So I think like the communication and the time that goes into it and the preparation, and being able to have 5 people on one page is like something that's really beautiful about it. Yeah.
What do you think your feelings are going to be like Saturday during pregame ceremonies? Because this program's come a long way, and it's had a lot of dips and hurdles since that Cincinnati opener in 2018.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it will for sure be emotional. It'll be nostalgic, right? But you know, you can't let emotion play with you, especially when the game starts. So honestly, like, I'm gonna enjoy the time while I was there, right? You know, take it all in, and then it's straight to the game. And then when you're in the game, it's just playing the game.
That last game, road USC game here 2 years ago, how strange was it? Just no fans. And
Yeah, it was definitely a different experience. But you know, like I was talking about, the rivalry, it always lives strong. So it's great energy every single time we take the field.
It sounded like there was a lot of trash talking in that game, or the chirping was louder because of no fans.
And yeah, it's a quiet stadium, so it happens every year. But you know, we're just out there to play the game.
You remember the last time these two teams met, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You put it on them pretty good.
Mhm.
Do you think that there's a certain amount of revenge in the back of one's mind after one gets beaten like that?
I think it's like every team you play, you know. You remember the game that you played the last year, regardless of who you're playing against. And obviously, you know, being a rivalry, you know, it probably builds it up to be something more. But it's like every single time you go out there, as an offense, we're trying to score touchdowns. And as a defense, they're trying to stop us. Point blank period. I don't think it's anything bigger than that.
How are you keeping everything in its total perspective and not letting it get blown out of proportion?
Honestly, it's the same as any other Monday. Like, we just come in, watch the film from Arizona, move on to USC, and it's just another week. You know, you got a game plan. Like, you can only build it up to be so much if you aren't prepared. So the biggest thing for us is having preparation so we can go out and do what we do.
Did you talk to your dad after you won Pac-12 offensive lineman.
Yeah, I did. I
What
talked to my
was
parents.
his reaction?
I'm just super proud, and it was crazy. It was really good news, but trying to hold yourself to that standard every single week.
How big was that game in 2018 where you beat USC?
My freshman year,
Yeah.
it was a crazy experience, especially with Josh Kelly. He's my locker neighbor. So, he's on the Chargers now, but we were locker neighbors. He's super nice guy, as everybody knows, right? And to see him have the game he had, being able to celebrate his success was great. And just as a team, it was amazing.
But also that win coming at the end of the season after the year that you had, was that kind of a little bit of validation that things were progressing?
I mean, any win's validation, that we're moving in the right direction. But, win or loss, there's always things to fix. So I think the biggest thing for us was seeing when we needed to fix that game. And same with any win, This season, we've had a lot more wins, but you have to learn, regardless win or loss.
John, besides a Trojan loss, what's your favorite dish on Thanksgiving?
Oh, macaroni. Easy. Macaroni and cheese, without a doubt.
You have one more year of eligibility.
I do.
With the additional. Okay,
Yeah.
just wanted to confirm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's senior night, but you still maybe have it in the back of your mind you could return.
Maybe, yeah.
What is the plan for Thanksgiving this year? Because Tito did it the last couple
Yeah,
of years.
yeah.
But just what's the plan?
So it was usually Tito and I. So luckily, it's an away game, so I don't have to cook for everybody. But my parents are actually staying out that whole week afterwards, my parents and my sister. So my parents, my sister, my girlfriend, and I, since we're flying out to Cal on Thursday, so the actual day of Thanksgiving, we're going to have a little dinner together on Wednesday. So it'll be a nice experience.
How tough was it seeing Tito's injury last night?
I texted him right away. I hope him nothing but the best, and I wish him a speedy recovery.
Seemingly unrelated question, but what role has Sam Marazzo kind of filled for you guys?
Oh yeah, for sure. Sam's the leader of our unit. I mean, Sam was the guy that taught me everything I know since I got here, and Sam was actually the one that told everybody about what my dad was going through. So Sam's my best friend on the team, and he's just he's been a leader forever. And the thing is, he adds the experience. I'm happy because he's the old man in the room, so I'm not the old man anymore, right? I can always make fun about that, but he's versatile. He'll do anything that you ever ask of him. He can answer any question you have.
Are you aware of his musical talents?
Oh yeah, guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I first got here, we were up in Hitch my freshman year, and he'd always be in his room. We'd be in the room playing video games, right? I'd be playing with Ottawa and Zach Cochran, right? And he'd be in his room just sitting by himself playing guitar, and I'm like, man, it was weird. But he's talented, though. He's always been talented. Yeah.
Man, okay, so I gotta ask now. I know Modern Warfare 2 came out.
Yeah.
Is that a big thing?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's another way to compete. So honestly, we were real big on Warzone. Warzone, you can tell anybody on the team, I'm the best Warzone player. They'll back it up. They'll talk trash, but we've 1v1, so they know what's up. But yeah, Call of Duty's always been a big thing on the team. It helps us compete off the field too. So
it's not like a distraction?
No, it's just something else to trash talk about. The same as when you're shooting the water bottle in the trash can in the locker room. It's the same thing. You're talking trash regardless. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you.